cricket icon and former Pakistan captain Wasim Akram has strongly condemned the growing influence of politics in international sports. Speaking during a televised interview, the Sultan of Swing said that cricket's true essence lies in bringing nations together, not dividing them. He urged the International Cricket Council, ICC, and all national boards to act responsibly and ensure that players are not deprived of opportunities due to political agendas. Akram stressed that sports should transcend borders, allowing athletes to compete freely, regardless of nationality or government relations. We must be brave enough to separate politics from the game, he asserted. Sadly, very few are willing to take that step. He praised franchise cricket for uniting players across nations and promoting global harmony through the sport. Recalling his earlier advice to include Babar Azam in Pakistan's T20 lineup, Akram's outstanding performances reaffirm his belief in merit-based selections. Concluding his remarks, Akram expressed hope that cricket will soon return to its pure, unifying spirit, free from politics and prejudice.
With Ashes preparations in full swing, top Australian cricketers skipped India's T20 series to focus on red ball dominance.
In a bold strategic move, Australia has placed the upcoming Ashes series at the forefront of its cricketing priorities. Several leading players, including Travis Head, Mitchell Starc, Steve Smith, and Josh Hazlewood, have opted out of the remaining T20 matches against India to prepare for Sheffield Shield fixtures. Cricket Australia confirmed that Travis Head has been officially released from the T20 squad, while Pacers Hazlewood and Sean Abbott will now focus on domestic cricket duties. Rising leg spinner Tanvir Sangha has been freed to feature in the One Day Cup as left-arm seamer Ben Dorschwitz joins the squad for the remaining T20s. Officials emphasize that this shift reflects Australia's renewed commitment to red ball excellence, ensuring players are in peak form ahead of the Ashes opener. The ongoing 5-match T20 series against India remains level at 1-1, with the decisive clashes scheduled for November 6th and 8th. Analysts say the move balances long-term planning with short-term experimentation, giving new talents a chance to shine.
The government has once again increased petrol and diesel prices, sparking outrage among inflation-hit citizens already burdened by rising costs.
In yet another economic jolt to the inflation-stricken public, the government has approved an increase in petrol and diesel prices effective from November 1, 2025. According to the Finance Division, the decision was made on the recommendations of OGRA and other relevant ministries. Petrol will now post Rs 265.45 per litre after a 2.43 rupee hike, while high-speed diesel has surged by Rs 3.02, reaching Rs 278.44 per litre. The notification cites rising global oil prices, escalating import costs, and the depreciation of the rupee as key reasons behind the adjustment. Economists warn that the move may unleash another wave of inflation, impacting transport fares, agricultural expenses, and essential commodity prices. Citizens have reacted sharply, saying the government should find relief measures instead of shifting economic pressure onto the people. The Finance Division hinted that a reduction might be possible in the next review if international oil prices stabilize. Until then, consumers must endure another fortnight of soaring fuel costs.
Pakistan has reopened the Torkham border, allowing Afghan citizens safe return amid continuing diplomatic tensions and suspended trade activities.
In a significant humanitarian move, the government of Pakistan has reopened the Torkham border crossing to enable the safe repatriation of Afghan citizens stranded in the country. The decision, effective today, comes after more than 10 days of closure caused by heightened tensions between Pakistan and Afghanistan. According to Deputy Commissioner Khyber Bilal Shahid Rao, Immigration and customs personnel were called in early morning to ensure a smooth, organized, and uninterrupted return process. He emphasized that while the border has reopened for humanitarian movement, bilateral trade and commercial activities will remain suspended until further notice. Federal Information Minister Atta Tarar earlier stated that the decision to resume trade would depend on the improvement of diplomatic ties and the regional security environment. Officials said the government's priority is to ensure a safe and dignified return for Afghan citizens while maintaining strict border discipline. Travelers have been urged to comply with all immigration protocols, and additional security and monitoring measures have been implemented to prevent any untoward incident.
Central Punjab cities, including Lahore and Kasur, choke under dense smog as authorities issue health alerts and safety warnings.
Air pollution across central Punjab has reached critical levels, plunging several cities into the red zone and triggering health alerts. According to environmental monitoring reports, Kasur recorded the highest particulate matter at 686, followed by Raiwind with 601, Gujranwala at 442, and Lahore at 450 AQI, ranking among Pakistan's most polluted cities. Environmental officials revealed that pollution in Lahore Burki Road, Shadara, GT Road, Multan Road, and Egerton Road has touched a hazardous AQI of 500, severely impacting visibility and public health. Experts attribute the worsening situation to polluted winds drifting from India, coupled with stagnant weather and industrial emissions. Authorities have urged citizens to stay indoors, wear protective masks, and avoid unnecessary outdoor activity, particularly vulnerable groups such as children, the elderly, and those with respiratory illnesses. Environmental experts have also stressed the urgent use of air purifiers and clean energy measures to mitigate the crisis. Despite repeated warnings, the smog continues to blanket Punjab's heartland, posing a growing environmental and health emergency.
India's disinformation campaign intensifies. Pakistan presents undeniable proof of hybrid warfare, urges global community to intervene decisively.
India's propaganda machinery has gone into overdrive, launching an organized campaign aimed at destabilizing Pakistan through fake news, disinformation, and narrative manipulation. According to official and independent reports, Indian media outlets and foreign-funded digital platforms are working in coordination to portray Pakistan's internal affairs negatively and sway international opinion. Experts warn that this digital warfare specifically targets sensitive regions, including Balochistan, Gilgit-Baltistan, and Azad Kashmir, in a bid to fuel unrest and division. Fabricated videos, doctored images, and coordinated online accounts are being weaponized to promote anti-Pakistan sentiment. Pakistan's National Counter-Terrorism Authority, NACTA, has reaffirmed its resolve to counter both internal extremism and external propaganda through a comprehensive national strategy. Islamabad has termed these efforts part of an undeclared hybrid war where data, algorithms, and digital networks replace bullets and bombs. Vowing to expose the campaign globally, Pakistan has announced it will raise the issue at the United Nations and other international forums, urging the world to recognize and address India's disinformation operations threatening regional peace.
In a major digital leap, NADRA introduces an online nikah registration system, enabling citizens to register marriages from home.
In a major digital leap, NADRA introduces an online nikah registration system, enabling citizens to register marriages from home. The National Database and Registration Authority, NADRA, has launched a groundbreaking online marriage registration system, marking another stride toward Pakistan's digital transformation. Through the Pak ID mobile app, citizens can now register their nikah and download their official marriage certificate directly from home, eliminating the need for lengthy visits to Union Council offices. According to NADRA officials, this initiative aims to simplify public access to essential services and ensure greater transparency in marriage documentation. Initially, the service has been rolled out in 3 districts of Punjab, Chakwal, Jhelum, and Nankana Sahib, covering 180 union councils collectively. After successful implementation, the system will be expanded nationwide.
Citizens will only need their CNIC, internet access, and the POC ID mobile app to complete the process. Experts have hailed this as a model step toward digital governance and service efficiency. NADRA reaffirmed its commitment to transforming Pakistan into a digitally empowered state, pledging more innovative public service solutions in the future.
Top PTI leaders: Shah Mahmood Qureshi, Mian Mahmood or Rashid, and Umar Sarfraz Chima hospitalized. Supporters pray for recovery.
Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, PTI, Vice Chairman Shah Mahmood Qureshi has been admitted to the Pakistan Kidney and Liver Institute in Lahore due to gallbladder complications. Doctors have diagnosed gallstones and surgery is expected in the coming days. Hospital officials confirmed that Qureshi's condition remains stable and all necessary medical tests have been completed under the supervision of gastroenterology and surgical experts. Senior PTI figures Fawad Chowdhury, Mahmood Molvi, and Imran Ismail visited the hospital to inquire about his health and conveyed best wishes for his speedy recovery. Meanwhile, senior PTI leader Mian Mahmood ur Rashid has been admitted to Jinnah Hospital following complaints of chest pain. Doctors diagnosed a chest infection, confirming that his condition is stable and under observation. Additionally, former Punjab Governor Umar Sarfaraz Chima, also imprisoned in connection with the May 9 cases, is reportedly under medical treatment. PTI leaders and supporters have offered prayers for all three leaders' swift recovery, hoping they will soon resume political activities.
Political suspense grips Azad Jammu and Kashmir. PPP delays no trust motion while Bilawal Bhutto weighs crucial leadership decision.
Political tension in Azad Jammu and Kashmir continues to intensify as the no-confidence motion against Prime Minister Chaudhry Anwarul Haq faces another delay. The Pakistan People's Party, the PPP, has yet to reach a final decision on whether to proceed, deepening uncertainty across the region's political landscape. According to parliamentary insiders, members of the Forward Bloc who recently joined the PPP are growing increasingly uneasy. Some lawmakers have voiced concerns to the party leadership, claiming major political decisions are being made without their consultation. A few even admitted that their switch to the PPP may have been premature. Sources report that several PPP legislators remain stationed at Kashmir House, awaiting guidance from the top leadership. Senior party figures confirmed that Chairman Bilal Bhutto Zardari will personally determine the timing and course of the no-confidence motion. Analysts believe the delay reflects widening internal rifts within the PPP and indecision among coalition allies. Observers warn that prolonged uncertainty could further destabilize Azad Kashmir's fragile political balance in the days ahead.
The United Nations has issued a stern warning. Restoring ties with Afghanistan's Taliban regime would legitimize oppression and discrimination.
The United Nations has issued a stern warning. Restoring ties with Afghanistan's Taliban regime would legitimize oppression and discrimination. The United Nations has sounded the alarm over Afghanistan's deteriorating human rights situation, cautioning nations against normalizing relations with the Taliban regime. UN Special Rapporteur on Human Rights, Richard Bennett, told the General Assembly that any attempt to re-engage politically or diplomatically with the Taliban would amount to condoning severe human rights violations. Bennett highlighted that under Taliban rule, Afghan women have been stripped of education and employment opportunities and face mounting social and legal restrictions. Even female UN staff are now being denied entry into offices, a move Bennett called a blatant violation of the UN Charter and international equality principles. He also raised concern over rising cases of corporal punishment, enforced disappearances, and attacks on former officials, warning that fear and repression dominate Afghan society, despite promises of amnesty. Calling the situation systematically oppressive,
Bennett urged world leaders to adopt a principled, transparent, and rights-based approach to ensure the protection of Afghan women, children, and minorities before Afghanistan slides further into global isolation.
In a dramatic shift, the Pentagon approves Tomahawk missile delivery to Ukraine, igniting fears of intensified U.S.-Russia confrontation.
The U.S. Department of Defense has approved the transfer of long-range Tomahawk cruise missiles to Ukraine, a move that could significantly reshape the ongoing conflict with Russia. Capable of striking targets up to 1,000 miles away, the Tomahawk is among America's most advanced precision-guided weapons, deployable from both submarines and naval warships. Pentagon officials emphasize that the decision will not affect U.S. stockpiles, but the final authorization lies with President Donald Trump. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky reportedly sought these missiles to target Russian energy and military infrastructure deep inside enemy territory. According to defense sources, key operational matters, including deployment locations, training, and strategic integration, remain under consideration. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin has warned that such an escalation could pose direct threats to Moscow and St. Petersburg, urging restraint to avoid confrontation. Analysts describe the development as a defining moment in the war, one that could bolster Ukraine's firepower, but also heighten geopolitical risks. The world now watches closely as Washington deliberates on a decision with far-reaching consequences.
Justice served in Turkey. A tragic hotel blaze that killed 78 leads to life imprisonment for 11 accused.
A Turkish court has delivered a landmark verdict in one of the country's deadliest hotel fires, sentencing the owner and 11 staff members to life imprisonment. The tragic blaze, which engulfed a 12-story hotel earlier this year, claimed 78 lives, including 34 children, and left over 130 others injured. Investigations revealed severe negligence, as the hotel lacked basic fire safety systems and had no trained staff to respond to emergencies. The court described the management's disregard for human safety as criminal negligence, holding them fully accountable for the catastrophic loss of life. The verdict also highlighted failures by government regulators, who issued hotel permits without verifying safety standards. The court stated that the ruling serves not just as punishment, but as a warning that human life must never be compromised for profit. Experts say this decision could reshape fire safety enforcement in Turkey, emphasizing strict compliance, accountability, and public awareness. The case stands as a powerful global reminder: safety negligence is no longer tolerable.
Umar Akmal drops a bombshell, accusing Waqar Younis of envy, claiming personal grudges and jealousy derailed his promising cricket career.
A fresh controversy has erupted in Pakistan cricket as former batsman Umar Akmal accused ex-head coach Waqar Younis of sabotaging his career out of jealousy. Speaking in a televised interview, Akmal claimed Waqar was envious of his fame, lifestyle, and success, which led to his unfair exclusion from the national team. Waqar couldn't tolerate a young player arriving in a new car, Akmal revealed. He questioned how I earned my money and, driven by jealousy, destroyed my career. He further stated that several teammates from that period could vouch for his claims. Akmal also alleged that Waqar targeted not only him, but other senior players as well. I respect Waqar as a player, but not as a coach. His attitude broke many players' confidence, he added. The former batsman insisted he possesses evidence and intends to disclose it when the time is right. Meanwhile, Waqar Younis has previously denied such allegations, asserting that his coaching decisions were always in the best interests of the team.
Pakistan's dominant all-round performance in Lahore levels the T20 series. Babar Azam breaks Rohit Sharma's record in style.
cricket fans witnessed a spectacular show of dominance at Lahore's Gaddafi Stadium as Pakistan demolished South Africa by 9 wickets in the second T20 International, leveling the series 1-1. Batting brilliance, bowling precision, and record-breaking milestones turned the match into a thrilling spectacle. Chasing a modest target of 111 runs, Pakistan stormed to victory in just 14 overs. Young sensation Saeem Ayub led the charge with an explosive, unbeaten 71 off 38 balls, decorated with 6 boundaries and 5 towering sixes. Babar Azam, steady at the other end, added 11 not out, while Sahibzada Farham contributed 28 valuable runs. Earlier, South Africa managed only 110 runs, with Dewald Brevis scoring 25. Pakistan's bowling unit dominated. Fahim Ashraf claimed 4 wickets, Salman Mirza took 3 for just 14 runs, earning the Player of the Match title. In a historic moment, Babar Azam surpassed Rohit Sharma's record for the most career T20 runs, now standing at 4,234. Pakistan's resounding win sets up a thrilling decider in the final T20 clash.
PIA resumes operations after engineers' protest. Gulf and European routes reopen following swift administrative action.
Pakistan International Airlines (PIA) has successfully resumed its international flight operations following a brief suspension caused by an aircraft engineer's protest. The administration swiftly implemented alternative arrangements, enabling the Islamabad to Dammam flight PK-245 and Islamabad to Jeddah flight PK-761 to depart on schedule. The disruption occurred after PIA's aircraft engineers halted flight clearances, citing grievances over the CEO's conduct. The move had led to significant delays in international departures, leaving passengers, especially Umrah pilgrims, facing immense difficulties. According to airline officials, the management's immediate response helped stabilize the situation and restore confidence in operations. Gulf and European routes have now been reopened, with flight schedules gradually returning to normal. The administration has assured passengers that no disruption or obstruction will be tolerated at airports, emphasizing its commitment to safety and service quality. Officials added that PIA's top priority remains passenger convenience and restoring Pakistan's reputation as a reliable international carrier. Timely updates and alternative arrangements will be provided for any affected travelers.
Governor Faisal Karim Kandi backs Chief Minister Suhail Afridi, says province inherited corruption, terrorism and instability.
Governor Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Faisal Karim Kundi has openly voiced support for Chief Minister Suhail Afridi while strongly criticizing the former provincial leadership. Speaking to the media, he said the previous chief minister left behind the gifts of corruption and terrorism, creating serious challenges for the new government. Kundi emphasized that Suhail Afridi has inherited complex administrative and economic problems that cannot be solved overnight. He urged political stability and patience, saying the new chief minister must be given sufficient time to implement vital reforms and restore good governance in the province. Highlighting his coordination role, the governor said he is serving as a bridge between the provincial and federal governments to ensure smoother communication and effective policymaking. He reiterated that holding office is a party trust, not personal property, and that public interest must always come first. Kundi added that ongoing development and welfare projects will continue without disruption, stressing the importance of unity, reform, and accountability to move Khyber Pakhtunkhwa toward lasting progress and stability.
Smog eases in Punjab, but Lahore's air turns toxic. Meanwhile, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa braces for heavy rains and landslides.
Smog conditions have started to ease across Punjab, but Lahore continues to suffer from dangerously polluted air. According to global environmental data, the city's particulate matter PM level has reached 358, placing it in the hazardous category. Faisalabad recorded 246, Multan 219 and Gujranwala 195, all within highly unhealthy to hazardous levels. Health experts have urged residents to limit outdoor activity and wear masks to prevent respiratory and eye problems. They have warned that prolonged exposure to polluted air could lead to serious health complications, especially for children and the elderly. Meanwhile, the Provincial Disaster Management Authority, or PDMA, has issued a rain and snowfall alert for multiple districts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, predicting wet and cold weather through November 5. The authority has cautioned local administrations to take precautionary steps and warned that heavy rainfall in hilly areas could trigger landslides and road blockages. Citizens have been advised to stay alert, follow safety instructions, and avoid unnecessary travel to high-risk areas.
Pakistan Army dismisses claims of drone operations from its soil. DG ISPR cautions India against provocative false flag tactics.
The Pakistan Army has firmly denied reports suggesting that drone strikes in Afghanistan are being launched from its territory. Addressing senior journalists in Rawalpindi, DG ISPR Lieutenant General Ahmad Sharif Chaudhry clarified that no agreement exists between Pakistan and the United States regarding drone operations, nor has the Taliban government lodged any formal complaint. The army spokesperson warned that India is preparing a new deep-sea false flag operation, cautioning that Pakistan's response this time will be stronger and harsher than before. He asserted that Pakistan's armed forces are fully capable of safeguarding the nation's sovereignty and will not tolerate any external threat. Lieutenant General Ahmad Sharif also revealed that over 62,000 counter-terrorism operations have been conducted across Pakistan this year, resulting in the elimination of more than 1,600 terrorists. He reaffirmed that while Pakistan stands for regional peace, it will never compromise on its independence, adding that the enemy must never mistake Pakistan's restraint for weakness.
Political uncertainty deepens in Azad Kashmir. Rival blocs brace for decisive 72 hours that could reshape the government's future.
The political temperature in Azad Kashmir has reached boiling point as the no-confidence motion against Prime Minister Anwarul Haq hangs in the balance. Despite growing dissent, the motion has been delayed yet again, leaving the region's political fate uncertain. According to inside sources, 4 coalition ministers have resigned, while 3 others have announced support for the Pakistan People's Party. However, PPP and Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz ministers have yet to formally withdraw from the government. The PPP claims to have secured a majority to oust the Prime Minister, while the PMLN has pledged full backing for the motion. Still, both parties remain divided on who should replace Anwarul Haq. Among the contenders are Chaudhry Yasin, Latif Akbar, Faisal Rathore and Sardar Yaqoob. Analysts believe the next 72 hours will prove decisive, either ushering in a leadership change or strengthening Anwarul Haq's grip on power. The unfolding drama could redefine Azad Kashmir's political map and determine the fate of its fragile coalition setup.
In a major legal breakthrough, Lahore High Court rules that a dishonored check isn't a criminal offense without proven malice.
The Lahore High Court has delivered a landmark verdict in a $6.9 million check bounce case, redefining the legal interpretation of dishonored checks in Pakistan. Justice Sadakat Ali Khan set aside the 3-year imprisonment and $20,000 fine previously imposed on Shamim Aslam by the trial court. In the detailed judgment, the court ruled that every dishonored check does not automatically constitute a criminal act unless bad faith or malice is clearly proven. The judge noted that the case had been lodged more than a year after the alleged incident, with no reasonable justification for the delay. Additionally, the complainant failed to file a civil suit for recovery of the amount. Legal analysts hailed the decision as a milestone in the evolution of Czech dishonor laws, emphasizing its impact on fair trial rights and judicial transparency. The court reiterated that the benefit of the doubt is a fundamental right of every accused and a cornerstone of justice.
On Jammu Martyrs' Day, ISPR releases a stirring anthem celebrating Kashmir's courage, sacrifices, and unyielding dream of freedom.
The Inter-Services Public Relations (ISPR) has released a powerful new anthem, Kashmir Hamare Khwabon Ki Tabeer. Kashmir, the realization of our dreams, on Jammu Martyrs' Day, paying tribute to the unmatched sacrifices of Kashmir's brave sons and daughters. The anthem revisits the tragic Jammu massacre of November 6th and captures the enduring resilience of a people who have faced decades of occupation, oppression, and loss, yet never abandoned their hope for freedom. According to ISPR, the anthem stands as a salute to the undying spirit of Kashmiris who continue their peaceful struggle for self-determination and remain emotionally bound with Pakistan. The song's evocative lyrics and visuals highlight the unbreakable courage, unity, and love for Pakistan that burns in every Kashmiri heart. ISPR stated that the anthem aims to remind the world of Kashmir's pain and perseverance and to reaffirm that no tyranny can silence the dream of freedom forever.
मट्टी से अपना प्यार निभाएंगे मकतल की जानिब दौड़े जाएंगे.
Tragic dumper accident in Karachi turns violent as enraged citizens clash with armed guards. Governor intervenes.
A deadly dumper crash in Karachi's Nishtar Road area spiraled into chaos late last night when a speeding truck fatally struck a motorcyclist and injured his wife. The horrific accident triggered public outrage, with furious residents setting the dumper on fire in protest. Soon after, Dumper Association President Liaquat Masood arrived at the scene accompanied by his armed guards. As tensions rose, the mob began pelting stones at his vehicle. In the ensuing panic, Masood's guards opened fire, though fortunately, no one sustained fatal injuries. Sindh Governor Kamran Tesori took immediate notice of the incident, condemning the brandishing of firearms in public and calling such behavior absolutely unacceptable. He stressed that maintaining the rule of law and restoring public trust in authorities is essential. Meanwhile, citizens voiced growing concern over Karachi's alarming rise in heavy vehicle accidents. They blamed reckless dumper driving, poor infrastructure, and weak enforcement for the surge in fatalities. Residents have demanded tighter regulation, licensing reforms, and strict monitoring to prevent such tragedies from recurring.
Pakistan's economy on a steady recovery path. Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb announces bold reforms and blue economy revolution.
Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb has announced that Pakistan's economy is moving towards sustainable stability, with inflation showing a downward trend and growth gaining speed. Speaking at the Maritime Expo via Zoom from Islamabad, he highlighted the immense potential of the blue economy, particularly in fisheries and aquaculture, to transform Pakistan's economic landscape. Aurangzeb praised the Pakistan Navy and the Ministry of Maritime Affairs for hosting the event, noting that efforts are underway to modernize Karachi, Gwadar, and Port Qasim, boosting both domestic and international trade. He revealed that over the past 2.5 years, solid policy measures have curbed inflation and reduced the policy rate. The minister added that 3 global rating agencies have recognized Pakistan's recent economic improvements, a clear sign of regained investor confidence. He affirmed that the Finance Ministry will continue close coordination with other departments and friendly nations to strengthen trade and investment. Aurangzeb expressed optimism that the blue economy will revolutionize Pakistan's maritime and economic future.
A 7-hour marathon session of the KP Assembly Security Committee ends with a united front for peace, stability, and reform.
The Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Assembly's Special Security Committee held a marathon 7-hour session, chaired by Speaker Babar Salim Swati, focusing on strengthening peace, stability, and counterterrorism coordination across the province. The meeting brought together political representatives, senior officials, and security agencies for an in-depth review an integrated policy framework for long-term peace and development in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa.
Pakistan's security forces deal terrorists a historic defeat. Effective operations bring 52% drop in attacks nationwide, ensuring lasting peace.
Pakistan's security forces have achieved a landmark success in the ongoing war against terrorism, breaking the backbone of militant networks through precise and intelligence-based operations. According to the Pakistan Institute for Conflict and Security Studies, or PICS, terror attacks in September fell by 52% compared to August, marking one of the sharpest declines in recent years. In October alone, 355 terrorists were killed, while 72 security personnel and 31 civilians embraced martyrdom during counter-terrorism operations across the country. The report also highlights a 19% decrease in overall casualties, underscoring the professionalism and coordination of Pakistan's armed forces and law enforcement agencies. Experts say these sustained operations have significantly weakened terrorist infrastructure, restored public confidence, and reinforced Pakistan's determination to eradicate militancy once and for all. The report further notes that intelligence-based operations, or IBOs, played a critical role in dismantling sleeper cells and preventing large-scale attacks. These achievements send a strong message. Pakistan will never allow its soil to be used for terrorism again.
A major counter-terror triumph in Kalat. 4 Indian-backed militants killed in a precision operation, recovering weapons and explosives.
In a significant counter-terror operation, Pakistani security forces successfully eliminated 4 terrorists linked to the Indian-sponsored proxy network Fitna al-Hindustan in Kalat. According to the Inter-Services Public Relations, or ISPR, the intelligence-based operation was launched on the night of November 1 after credible reports confirmed the presence of militants in the area. The terrorists were involved in multiple acts of sabotage and attacks targeting civilians and law enforcement personnel. During the operation, security forces recovered a cache of weapons, ammunition, and communication devices, preventing potential large-scale attacks. A follow-up clearance operation remains underway to eliminate any remaining threats. President Asif Ali Zardari, Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif, and Interior Minister Mohsen Naqvi commended the professionalism and bravery of the security personnel, emphasizing that Pakistan's determination to eradicate terrorism remains unwavering. Officials reaffirmed that under the Azam-e-Istikam vision, all foreign bacteria networks operating on Pakistani soil will be dismantled to secure lasting peace and national stability.
The United Nations has exposed Afghanistan as a terrorist sanctuary, revealing undeniable links to cross-border attacks threatening Pakistan's security.
United Nations has revealed that Taliban-controlled Afghanistan has once again become a safe haven for international and regional terrorist networks operating against neighboring countries, particularly Pakistan. In its latest monitoring report, the UN confirmed that Afghanistan's soil is being exploited by militant groups despite the Taliban's commitments under the Doha Peace Agreement, which clearly prohibits such activities. The report cited evidence linking Afghanistan-based elements to major terror incidents inside Pakistan, including the Jafar Express bombing and the Sobe cantonment attack, raising serious questions about regional stability. It noted that terrorist facilitators are using porous border routes for infiltration, logistics, and financial operations. The UN has called on the Taliban regime to take immediate steps to dismantle terror networks, disrupt financial support systems, and improve border control. Security experts in Pakistan have termed the findings a wake-up call for global powers, urging the world to enforce compliance mechanisms and hold violators accountable to ensure
Isa Khan's playful teasing and Sanya Saeed's powerful words ignite debate on love, independence, and women's dignity in entertainment.
The spotlight in Pakistan's entertainment industry shines on two powerful women this week, Isa Khan and Sanya Saeed, each making waves in her own unique way. A viral video from Chicago shows Isa Khan humorously teasing her husband, actor Danish Taimur, about his on-screen romantic scenes. During a lighthearted fan interaction, she challenged Danish to say, "I love you," and quipped, "You've all seen him romance other actresses, right?" Her playful jab sent the audience into fits of laughter. Meanwhile, acclaimed actress Sanya Saeed sparked a deeper conversation in a podcast interview, addressing how society overlooks the stories of older women. She said, "It's as if a woman only matters when she's young, but her real journey begins after 35. Emphasizing financial independence, Sanya stated that when women earn for themselves, they gain confidence, respect, and control over their lives. From humor to hard truths, Isa and Sanya reminded everyone that a woman is not just love, but also strength, wisdom, and self-respect.
Sugar prices spiral out of control nationwide. Citizens protest as inflation bites harder, and authorities struggle to respond.
The rising wave of inflation has dealt another blow to Pakistani households as sugar prices soar to unprecedented levels across the country. Once a symbol of sweetness, sugar has now become a luxury for many families struggling to make ends meet. In Lahore, prices have surged between 190 and 220 rupees per kilogram, while in Peshawar, sugar sells for 210 rupees and in Rawalpindi for 190 rupees. Quetta and Hyderabad report prices touching 185 to 190 rupees per kilogram. The official government rate of 176 rupees, however, remains nothing more than a figure on paper. In Faisalabad, sugar prices have risen by 25 rupees within a week, while in Karachi, retail sugar is priced at 190 rupees and wholesale at 195 rupees per kilogram. Retailers are accused of arbitrary hikes, and city administrations appear unable to rein in the sugar mafia. Frustrated citizens are taking to the streets, demanding strict government action to stabilize markets and restore affordability before inflation completely erodes household purchasing power.
Political tremors shake Azad Kashmir. A no-confidence motion looms against PM Anwar-ul-Haq amid rising defections and alliances.
Azad Jammu and Kashmir is witnessing intense political turbulence as a no-confidence motion against Prime Minister Chowdhury Anwar-ul-Haq is said to be tabled within a week. AJK's Minister for Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs, Mian Abdul Wahid, confirmed that stakeholder consultations have concluded and the procedural groundwork is complete. According to the minister, the Pakistan People's Party now commands 27 members in the Legislative Assembly, a number that could shift the balance of power under Chairman Bilawal Bhutto Zardari's leadership. Sources reveal that both PPP and Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz have agreed on moving the no-confidence motion. However, PMLN has opted not to participate in forming the new government, choosing instead to remain in opposition. Political analysts predict a dramatic week ahead as internal rifts and party defections continue to shake the ruling coalition. If the motion succeeds, it could trigger a major political realignment in AJK, influencing both regional governance and Islamabad's political dynamics.
A major leap in Pakistan's maritime defense. The first Chinese-built submarine will launch in 2026, strengthening regional security.
Pakistan's defense capabilities are set for a major boost as the first Chinese-built Hangor-class submarine is scheduled for launch in 2026 under a $5 billion defense agreement with China. According to Naval Chief Admiral Naveed Ashraf, all 8 submarines, 4 built in China and 4 assembled in Pakistan, will be delivered by 2028, marking a new era of maritime strength for the Pakistan Navy. Admiral Ashraf told Global Times that the project is progressing according to schedule and will significantly reinforce Pakistan's defense presence across the Arabian Sea and Indian Ocean. 3 submarines have already been launched in China's Hubei province. The naval chief praised the submarine's cutting-edge technology, reliability, and stealth capabilities, describing them as tailor-made for Pakistan's naval requirements. He also revealed growing cooperation with China in artificial intelligence, unmanned systems, and electronic warfare, fields vital to modern naval strategy. Defense experts say this partnership not only enhances military readiness, but also deepens industrial, technological, and strategic ties between the two nations.
Relief ahead for small
While Rawalpindi, Islamabad, and Murree may experience light showers. Sindh and Baluchistan will remain cold and dry with isolated rain in upper areas. Meanwhile, winds blowing in from India have worsened air quality across Punjab, pushing Lahore to second place among the world's most polluted cities. In some areas, the air quality index has exceeded 400, reaching hazardous levels. Health experts have urged citizens to wear masks and avoid unnecessary outdoor activities. The Punjab government has also adjusted school timings to 8:45 a.m. amid dense smog as the country awaits cleansing rains.
After the polio campaign, Pakistan begins a massive immunization drive to shield millions of children from deadly diseases.
Pakistan has launched a major nationwide vaccination campaign to protect children from measles and rubella, 2 highly infectious and potentially fatal diseases. The 13-day drive, running from November 17th to November 29th, aims to immunize over 35.4 million children aged 6 months to 59 months across the country. The World Health Organization, WHO, and the government of Pakistan are jointly overseeing the campaign, with support from more than 140,000 trained health workers and vaccination teams operating nationwide. WHO's representative in Pakistan, Dr. Luo Dapeng, emphasized vaccines save lives. This initiative is a vital step toward a healthier, safer future for Pakistan's children. Recent reports have shown a concerning surge in measles cases during 2025, with 57% of infections among unvaccinated children. Officials say the current campaign aims not only to prevent disease outbreaks, but also to strengthen Pakistan's public health system and move closer to global immunization targets.
A divine fusion of faith and festivity, thousands of Sikh pilgrims gather in Nankana Sahib for Guru Nanak celebrations.
The city of Nankana Sahib has come alive with color, devotion, and cultural harmony as celebrations for Baba Guru Nanak's 556th birth anniversary commence. Thousands of Sikh pilgrims from India and around the world have arrived to take part in the 3-day festivities honoring the founder of Sikhism. Pilgrims from Sindh reached by special trains and were warmly received by the district administration. Throughout the celebrations, various religious and cultural programs are being held to promote Guru Nanak's teachings of peace, equality, and unity. Devotees are offering prayers and performing rituals at the historic Gurudwara Janam Astan, the birthplace of the revered spiritual leader. Tight security measures have been implemented to ensure smooth proceedings, while arrangements for accommodation, meals, and transportation have been made for guests. The event not only strengthens interfaith harmony, but also boosts tourism and the local economy. The celebrations will conclude with a grand procession symbolizing unity, devotion, and the timeless message of Guru Nanak's universal love.
Negligence turns deadly as separate road accidents in Lahore and Faisalabad claim 6 lives. Investigations now underway.
A wave of tragedy swept through Punjab as 2 horrific traffic accidents claimed 6 precious lives, including 2 police officers. In Lahore, near MAO College, a truck loaded with glass bottles overturned onto a rickshaw carrying 8 passengers. 4 people, including 2 women, lost their lives instantly, while 2 others sustained serious injuries and were rushed to a nearby hospital. Rescue teams safely pulled out 2 children trapped under the wreckage. The truck driver has been arrested, and police have launched a full investigation to determine the cause of the crash. Meanwhile, on the Faisalabad motorway near Samundrai Tehsil, a police van collided with a speeding truck, leaving 2 officers dead and 8 injured. The officers belonged to the Multan police and were returning from Lahore after completing security duties for a cricket match. Emergency services responded swiftly, transferring the injured to the hospital. Authorities say rising road congestion, reckless driving, and lack of safety enforcement continue to endanger lives across the province.
A groundbreaking initiative by Islamabad Traffic Police, citizens can now obtain learner permits instantly at city checkpoints, promoting safe driving.
The Islamabad Traffic Police has taken a major step toward ensuring safer roads in eliminating unlicensed driving by launching an on-the-spot learner permit system across the capital. Acting on the directives of the Inspector General of Police, the campaign allows citizens to obtain learner permits directly at city checkpoints. Chief Traffic Officer Hamza Humayun confirmed that the service has been introduced at 4 key locations: 0 Point, Faizabad, G14, and the Foreign Office, where trained staff verify identification documents, guide applicants, and issue learner permits within minutes. The initiative aims to simplify the licensing process, reduce unlicensed driving, and enhance traffic discipline. Additionally, mobile facilitation vans and pop-up license counters will soon operate across Islamabad, while an online e-learner permit portal enables citizens to apply conveniently from home. An extensive awareness campaign has also been launched in schools, universities, and corporate offices to educate drivers about traffic safety. Officials expect this initiative to increase trained drivers, prevent road accidents, and promote a culture of lawful driving across the capital.
Indian billionaire Anil Ambani faces intense scrutiny as authorities seize properties worth billions amid mounting financial irregularity allegations.
In yet another act off the area, launching a large-scale search operation to trace the attackers. Initial intelligence suggests 2 to 3 militants were involved, who managed to flee toward the nearby hilly terrain. DPO Waqar Ahmed Khan later visited the injured officers, commending their courage and assuring that such cowardly acts cannot weaken the morale of the police. Authorities have formed a special investigation team to identify and apprehend those responsible. Increased patrolling and security checks have been ordered across the region to prevent further incidents.
Panic grips Afghanistan as a 6.3 magnitude earthquake strikes. Homes collapse, casualties mount, and aftershocks shake neighboring nations.
A powerful earthquake measuring 6.3 on the Richter scale struck northern Afghanistan early Monday, sending shockwaves across multiple provinces. The tremors triggered mass panic as residents rushed out of their homes, fearing aftershocks. According to initial reports, at least 20 people were killed and more than 150 injured, while dozens of houses were completely destroyed or partially damaged. The United States Geological Survey confirmed that the earthquake originated about 22 kilometers southwest of Qum district in Samangan province with a depth of 28 kilometers. The shocks were strongly felt in Mazar-e-Sharif, Kunduz, Balkh, and Takhar, causing widespread damage and disruptions. Authorities have declared emergency in several districts as rescue teams and medical personnel rush to aid victims trapped under debris. The tremors also extended beyond Afghanistan, shaking parts of Iran, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan. Experts have warned that the death toll may rise as search operations continue. This is Afghanistan's second major quake this year, highlighting the region's growing seismic vulnerability.
President Masoud Pezeshkian declares Iran's nuclear program peaceful as reconstruction begins, while Donald Trump threatens renewed U.S. action.
In a bold declaration that reignited global debate, Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian announced that Iran will rebuild its nuclear facilities using stronger infrastructure and advanced technology. Addressing concerns over international tensions, Pezeshkian reassured global powers that Iran's nuclear ambitions remain strictly peaceful, intended only for energy, medical research, and technological independence. He emphasized, buildings can be destroyed, but knowledge cannot be erased. We will rebuild, this time even stronger.
The statement quickly drew a sharp response from U.S. President Donald Trump, who warned that any attempt by Iran to restore its nuclear plants could trigger new American strikes and possibly fresh sanctions. Analysts fear this exchange could fuel a new wave of confrontation across the Middle East, already burdened by geopolitical instability. Global experts say Iran's decision, though framed as peaceful, may test diplomatic patience worldwide. The reconstruction plan underscores Tehran's determination to assert sovereignty, while the West watches with growing unease.
Cricket legend Wasim Akram calls on ICC and global boards to eliminate politics, emphasizing unity, sportsmanship, and equal opportunity for players.
Cricket icon and former Pakistan captain Wasim Akram has strongly condemned the growing influence of politics in international sports. Speaking during a televised interview, the Sultan of Swing said that cricket's true essence lies in bringing nations together, not dividing them. He urged the International Cricket Council, ICC, and all national boards to act responsibly and ensure that players are not deprived of opportunities due to political agendas. Akram stressed that sports should transcend borders, allowing athletes to compete freely, regardless of nationality or government relations. We must be brave enough to separate politics from the game, he asserted. Sadly, very few are willing to take that step. He praised franchise cricket for uniting players across nations and promoting global harmony through the sport. Recalling his earlier advice to include Babar Azam in Pakistan's T20 lineup, Akram's outstanding performances reaffirm his belief in merit-based selections. Concluding his remarks, Akram expressed hope that cricket will soon return to its pure, unifying spirit, free from politics and prejudice.
With Ashes preparations in full swing, top Australian cricketers skipped India's T20 series to focus on red ball dominance.
In a bold strategic move, Australia has placed the upcoming Ashes series at the forefront of its cricketing priorities. Several leading players, including Travis Head, Mitchell Starc, Steve Smith, and Josh Hazlewood, have opted out of the remaining T20 matches against India to prepare for Sheffield Shield fixtures. Cricket Australia confirmed that Travis Head has been officially released from the T20 squad, while Pacers Hazlewood and Sean Abbott will now focus on domestic cricket duties. Rising leg spinner Tanvir Sangha has been freed to feature in the One Day Cup as left-arm seamer Ben Dorschwitz joins the squad for the remaining T20s. Officials emphasize that this shift reflects Australia's renewed commitment to red ball excellence, ensuring players are in peak form ahead of the Ashes opener. The ongoing 5-match T20 series against India remains level at 1-1, with the decisive clashes scheduled for November 6th and 8th. Analysts say the move balances long-term planning with short-term experimentation, giving new talents a chance to shine.
The government has once again increased petrol and diesel prices, sparking outrage among inflation-hit citizens already burdened by rising costs.
In yet another economic jolt to the inflation-stricken public, the government has approved an increase in petrol and diesel prices effective from November 1, 2025. According to the Finance Division, the decision was made on the recommendations of OGRA and other relevant ministries. Petrol will now post Rs 265.45 per litre after a 2.43 rupee hike, while high-speed diesel has surged by Rs 3.02, reaching Rs 278.44 per litre. The notification cites rising global oil prices, escalating import costs, and the depreciation of the rupee as key reasons behind the adjustment. Economists warn that the move may unleash another wave of inflation, impacting transport fares, agricultural expenses, and essential commodity prices. Citizens have reacted sharply, saying the government should find relief measures instead of shifting economic pressure onto the people. The Finance Division hinted that a reduction might be possible in the next review if international oil prices stabilize. Until then, consumers must endure another fortnight of soaring fuel costs. Pakistan has reopened the Torkham border, allowing Afghan citizens safe return amid continuing diplomatic tensions and suspended trade activities.
In a significant humanitarian move, the government of Pakistan has reopened the Torkham border crossing to enable the safe repatriation of Afghan citizens stranded in the country. The decision, effective today, comes after more than 10 days of closure caused by heightened tensions between Pakistan and Afghanistan. According to Deputy Commissioner Khyber Bilal Shahid Rao, Immigration and customs personnel were called in early morning to ensure a smooth, organized, and uninterrupted return process. He emphasized that while the border has reopened for humanitarian movement, bilateral trade and commercial activities will remain suspended until further notice. Federal Information Minister Ata Tarar earlier stated that the decision to resume trade would depend on the improvement of diplomatic ties and the regional security environment. Officials said the government's priority is to ensure a safe and dignified return for Afghan citizens while maintaining strict border discipline. Travelers have been urged to comply with all